What's going on, traders? Subscriber asked me now that my limit price of 7.37 cents was reached on Jasmy. How am I going to trade this? How should we trade this? All right, previously I was only offering this information to my paid subscribers, but as most of you know, I've changed that subscription plan so that it is simple. If you want to trade along with me, you become a paid subscriber and you can peek behind the curtains, see what I'm trading and how I'm trading, when I enter, when I exit, portfolio allocation, etc., etc. The rest of this stuff I'm just going to give to everybody. I think we all benefit when we can learn together. All right, so I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. First of all, so I will put in the related links in TradingView. Um, I will put this post that I put out a week and 1 day ago. I think it was last Saturday. And I had a buy limit um, target down of 7.37 cents on Jasmy. We have reached that. Many of you have DM'd me and also put in the comments that you bought at this level and thanking me. Well, don't thank me yet. We have to go up, right? We're not there yet. In fact, we have a couple levels that we still could even go further down to. So, guys, just be aware of this. All right, I see one right here, and of course, right here at 5 cents. So we could come all the way down to 5 cents before we start to go up again, to be honest with you. And if we drop below 5 cents, you'd have to go over to the Bitrex chart to see how low we could go. I mean, at that point, you're looking at 1.5 cents. Obviously, this is a very risky trade. Don't throw more money at it than you can afford to lose. But the potential benefits and the gains you can see are massive. I have a target up here it depends on where we exit this larger triangle, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But I have a target up to our previous high at least of 27 cents. Now that's a more aggressive target, but I think if we get there and we reach that or we exceed it, that's when FOMO starts to kick in. In fact, I could probably bring this FOMO triangle all the way down to this area. We start to get into this area and traders see how fast and how rapidly that Jasmy has popped. And you're going to see a lot of traders, especially the newer traders, will start to buy in, say, "Oh crap, I missed this move," and that's only going to propel it further. We could actually reach my second, far more aggressive target of 39 cents at that point. This is exactly the way that you play that trade, that fear of missing out. All right. So if you're aware of how many new traders there are in the market, and now I'm on YouTube too, so I'm not saying that but I try to keep the hype down. I'm not out of personality like a lot of the YouTube narrators are. I don't edit together my videos. If I make a mistake, I make it live on camera. I don't go outside of my personality and act all hyper and string together my sentences to. I just want to be real with everybody. I want to be transparent. I, I'm trading with you, so I'm also being vulnerable in that way because I could be massively wrong, and you guys could see me lose a lot of money. But I think that people are thirsty for that type of content. They don't want to just see everybody do everything right and make it look like they're making millions. That's not the way it works in real life, anyways. You all know that, and I know that. I've made many mistakes. I'll make many more, I'm sure. But that is the way that you learn. There is no such thing as how does the quote go? Um, there is no such thing as losing. You either win or you learn. And so every time, you know, you make a mistake, you get to look back at what you did and you get to use that as a lesson to help you improve into the future. And that's what we're trying to do here. All right. So let's get on to this. Enough ranting. Me and my rants, huh? Um, so we're at our level of entry and actually just below it in a major volume area. I really don't want to see us go much lower. Yeah, we have two levels of support that we could still go down to, and we have a lot of time in this larger triangle that I've drawn. In fact, Jasmy could sit in this area between 10 cents and where we're at right now, 7 cents, for approximately 2.5 weeks. I mean, we can go all the way to the 7th of January, the first week in January. So we can sit in this whole area for approximately 2 weeks before the bulls come out. All right. So entering here, I want you all to know, is very risky. Ideally, if you're a new trader, you want to see confirmation that the bulls are out again. So you really want to wait till we exit this, see this purple downtrend. You want to see us pop above and into this area somewhere as confirmation telling you this is where you enter. I am a riskier trader, and some of you guys are following me. I hope it pays off for you, but just understand the risk of entering here versus outside of this triangle. Anywhere in this area, you want to see a candle open and close, and another one open and close outside this area for confirmation. That's really the safest play at this point on Jasmy. All right. Understanding that, let's talk about how I play this going forward. And let me just see how I've got this fib drawn. Really, let's do something here real quick. Let's just jump over to our Bitrex chart. And I want to draw another, I just want to take a look at, Bitrex has, I think, the most history. All right, so let's zoom out here and see where all this volume is down. Wait a second. Down here at 1.5 cents. That's practically the next level down. All right, so what I want to do is I want to draw our fib from the breakout here above the 50-day all the way to body top here. All right, and that will give us, so we're in this, we have actually done the typical crypto 80% drawback. From this point here at 27.8 cents all the way down to where we're at 7.8 cents. That is almost exactly 80%. Let me see if that is actually exactly 80%. Oh, okay, 75, fine. All right, so 75. So what more experienced traders know is in the crypto space, we often have these 80% pullbacks. And so we are almost there. What actually would be 80% from this? Well, actually, if I draw from the wick high down to where we're at, all right, that is actually 80%. So I want to count that as 80%. If that is not 80%, let's go from the body high. I'm just playing around here as I do this video with you all. All right. So from the body high, the 80% drawback move would be right in that 5.5 cents area. So again, guys, we still could take a little beating in Jasmy before we're off to the races. Let's jump over here to our chart again on Coinbase. Just remember that. All right. So 80%, I'll draw it out here on this chart as well. It's looking like that level of 5.9 cents that I have is almost 80% exactly. So, that being said, pretty good possibility we could come down there yet. Are you guys ready to hold? If not, I would sell now because look at this candle. This candle is bearish and it's telling us that the market may, in fact, go down a little bit further to that 5.8 cents. If you want to get a better deal, maybe you want to sell and maybe you want to re enter. That's up to you. Personally, I'm just going to hold through this. I don't know what the market's going to do. I know we're getting close. And the reason why I entered where I did at actually, I didn't even wait for my target down of 7.37 cents. Some of you know this. I entered early. Why? Because I was afraid of missing out. FOMO kicked in for me because I know that when this thing pumps, it's going big. All right. And I don't want to miss out on a big move. So I'd rather just hold through. That's my personal preference. You all can do what you want to do. But again, 5.9 cents, 5.5 cents to 5.9 cents looks like it could be likely, especially with this candle. All right. Enough rambling. Let's talk about how I trade this now going forward. I told you I'm not selling. All right. So when I'm not selling till I see the bulls come out. When I do see the bulls come out, this area right here at 16.5 cents, and you can go jump back to your Bittrex chart and you can see that that aligns with that chart as well, is significant. So for me, I take a little off the top here. All right. Now, chances are crypto likes to move in waves. So let's say we do come back down. All right. This or this level down here is where I look to re-enter the position, the profits that I took off the top. I keep the profit and I just buy back my original token allocation. Or if I'm feeling like I want to just throw all that profit back at this thing, I'll enter my full position again. All right. And in that way, I have made the percentage move from this level up and the percentage move from this level down. And that percentage, let's measure it out here. So that's a 32% move. All right. I gained that on the upside and I gained that on the downside. So that's a 65% gain by playing these levels. You guys see and understand what I'm doing here with these levels and how I play them. All right. So what I'm saying here is I gained 32%, more than that from this level, but 32% from this level. I took, let's say, 50% off the top. I waited. We come back down. I re-entered there. I gained the 32% again. I'm not saying this is exactly how it's going to play out, but this is the way I trade levels, and it's why I made 30 times on my money in crypto since the low March of 2020 to now versus the hodlers. The hodlers at this point, they're 12 to 14x. And I'm 30x in my money because I trade levels like this. And this is kind of what I'm trying to teach. I'm not the best at it yet. So bear with me, stay with me. But if you guys can understand how to map these levels out as I do this, I did a chart yesterday. And I'll put that, I did Phantom actually, and I'll put that in the related links as well. And if you can watch me map these levels out and these trend lines and then do Fibonacci, um, you can understand how I am, you know, charting these levels out and these trend lines, how I'm making these predictions about which way the price action is going to move. All right. So understanding that, I take 50% off. Let's say we come back down. I enter 50% again. On the way up, I would take 50% off again at this level. All right, depending on how risk tolerant I am, but I probably would take 50% off and capture my 65% profits on that 50% of my holdings. Does that make sense? Now I hold the rest, the last 50%. Maybe I only take 25% off here. I don't know. It depends on what I'm feeling like, honestly, during that day and how good I'm feeling. But now I hold till we get up maybe to this level. And depending on what I have in, I either take another 25% off, or let's say I have 75% of my original holdings still at this level, then I would take 50% off. All right, something like that. I'll wait for us to come down again, as we do. And I would say this will be a good area. Then I would look to re enter the position that I took off here, the percentage that I took off here, 50%, 25%, whatever it is. So now I've just captured a profit margin between this area and this area and back down here. All right. So on my, whatever I still have in the space here, let's move this over so you can see it. All right. That's 70% gain on the way up on my 75% or 50% holdings. And it is another 20% on the way down. All right. So that's 90% again. Do you guys understand how this makes sense to trade in and out of these positions? Yeah, you could miss an upside move. I mean, we could smash right through this. We could smash right through this and never come back down. But at that point, I'm fine. I've taken more profit off. I'm happy making profit, whatever it is. And it just so happens that I know the volatility, especially on these lower cap cryptos, moves so rapidly that I can play these levels and make a lot of cash, much more than just holding from here to here. That to me doesn't make any sense, especially considering how aggressive this target is. Even holding from here to here doesn't make any sense. If I see a 30% pop, 25% pop, maybe even 20% pop on this coin in one day, you can bet your bottom dollar I am taking some profits on that. And then I wait, see what happens. Maybe I miss out on the next move. Chances are I won't, because of the way crypto moves in waves. Everything moves in waves. It goes up and it comes back down. It goes up and it comes back down. You see what I'm saying? So this is the way we play our levels. This is the way I plan to, my strategy for trading this is to exit at these major junctions, these major levels, and then continue to either reinvest my profits or set that profit on the side as cash and look for another coin. There's always plenty of opportunity out there. So I don't worry about it. I don't worry about missing out on this. I'll get back in at another time. No big deal. All right. And that is the way, instead of making 5x from this area to this area, I would make 10x on this coin, whatever my cash allocation is. Now, as a Substack subscriber, you guys will be able to see exactly when I exit. And if you want, you can just follow along with me. And the rest of you guys will have to discipline yourself, set a strategy ahead of time for the way that you're going to exit and how you're going to re-enter, percentage of your trades, trading allowance for this, and all of that stuff. You'll have to set that aside and be disciplined at doing it. And the rest of you who are paid subscribers, you can just follow me along at Substack. All right. So that is my plan going forward. Hopefully that helps. Best of luck to you all.